Welcome back, and today we're in the car because we have to answer your top 10 questions about living in Colorado Springs. And this is from you guys, this is not from us. We've been getting calls, we've been getting text messages, all the things, and you guys are curious about a lot of different things in Colorado Springs, so we just wanted to put together a top 10 list for you.
So one of the first questions, and probably I would say one of the most popular questions that we get, and let me remind you, this list is not in any particular order. It's just Sean and I having a conversation and recapping kind of some of the stuff that we hear on a day-to-day basis from you guys. But one of the number one things that we hear over and over is, how is the traffic? How do the roads actually look? And so we figured, what better way than versus us just sitting here yapping like we like to do, why don't we take you guys on a ride with us? We are getting ready to show one of our clients, and we figured we would just kind of take you with us.
Yeah, so in this video, you're going to get a first-person point of view of what it's like to drive through Colorado Springs. Right now we're on Meridian Road, headed towards Woodmen. We're going to take Woodmen to Powers Boulevard, and then we're going to go through the Briargate area where we're going to end up showing our clients. So you get a first point of view of what it's going to be like. It is a Tuesday. It is almost 4 p.m. I would say that traffic definitely starts to pick up around 3:30. So you're going to see what busy Colorado Springs driving looks like depending on where you're at. It's probably not that busy. And if you're from a small town, then you might say, traffic here is crazy.
It's crazy.
So we'll go through it with you as we drive, but let's get to question number 2, which is, what are the best neighborhoods in Colorado Springs? We've had this question come in for families, retirees, younger professionals. So, I mean, I would say with that, it really just depends on what you're looking for. Do you want to cover families?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's kind of a loaded question because there's so many different amazing neighborhoods, and it ultimately kind of it really just makes a big difference on kind of what you're looking for, where you're at in your life, what's important to you in a neighborhood. Yeah, I can speak for as a family. I think that, some of the things that we look for when we're shopping for a house with kids is, how is a community? Do they host events, or is there concerts, or do they put on anything in the community to kind of get us out of our houses and build relationships with different people? I think that's probably like a big factor of when we have kids, like what we're looking for. And then also kind of how close is it to schools? And we'll kind of touch on schools in a different one, but I think that that's important because one thing that I really liked is that the kids went to school within the neighborhood so they can walk to and from the school, but then also all of their friends, they would just walk over to their friend's house, or their friends would walk over to our house. So what would be the best neighborhood? Well, this is just my opinion, you guys, and that would definitely be either Banning Lewis Ranch or Meridian Ranch would be my go-to.
Yeah, and I think that this question has a lot to do with, what do you enjoy doing and what do you want out of Colorado Springs? Are you a homebody? Are you trying to get into nature? Because if you're wanting to get into nature, living in Peyton with us, probably not your best option. You're close to Black Forest, but there ain't much going on there besides trees. So if you want to be close to the mountains, your best neighborhood choice is going to be way different than if you want open fields and 5 acres, So it really just depends. It's kind of a loaded question.
Well, I do think too, if you wanted to be, and this is the thing, like, I don't think that there's really like there's definitely not a right or a wrong answer to this, and I could talk forever on it, but another really good neighborhood or city would be even Monument. Yeah. If you wanted to go more north, and I mean, they have really good community. They have a lake, they have concerts, they have farmers markets. That would probably be another one.
You do have to deal with the train if you choose to live in Monument.
It's not everywhere, though. It's
not everywhere, but a lot of people, which is why you have us, your local real estate professionals, to kind of show you the ins and the outs of the areas and where to avoid the train, because Monument and Fountain are kind of the two main areas where we hear people that don't want to be around trains. You gotta be on the lookout for that.
what's another question that we get asked, Sean?
Question number 3, is Colorado Springs housing affordable compared to the other surrounding cities? So other surrounding cities, we'll go with Monument, Fountain, Peyton. Those are kind of like the main 3 that I would say surround the Colorado Springs area. And again, I think it just depends on what you're looking for. So let's go single family home, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, around 2,000 square feet. Where would you say is going to be the most affordable? Or 2,500 square feet?
Well, I mean, I think probably most affordable, you're definitely going to get more bang for your buck, probably in Fountain.
For sure.
I think that they do have several new build communities popping up too, but I think that that's probably going to be the most affordable.
What I will also say with this question is your location is going to vary by price point.
Yeah.
So Southeast Colorado Springs, for example, can you find a lot more home for your dollar? Probably. Would I encourage you to Google crime rates in that specific zip code or around that specific street? Depending on the area, probably. And obviously crime for you versus for me versus for Crystal is all going to be different. But again, that's, I think, why you would have us as your local experts to kind of help navigate that with you. Actually just recently talked to an out-of-state buyer where crime is a concern. We're going to help her navigate that without violating any codes of ethics or anything like that.
Well, and I think what's important about that too, because we don't, what's safe to us and what's safe to you guys is it may look completely different. And so we will never really give you, we can't give you like, oh yeah, this is a really safe neighborhood.
Right.
What safe is and what's to us versus what you're kind of looking for is completely different. So we try to stay very neutral, but we do give you resources and guidance on where to find that information for yourself. And the internet and Google is a crazy tool nowadays, you guys. So all you really have to do is type in an address, type in a zip code, type in an area, and then type in whatever you would like to know about it. What's the best school? How high is it rated? What's a crime rate? How many murders? How many break-ins? Sex offenders? All of that kind of stuff is all public record, and so it's all easy access for you guys as a consumer. We'll help guide you to the right tools to be able to find that information out, though.
To generalize the answer to that question, I would say probably most expensive area would be Monument. Second to that would probably be Peyton, actually, just because Peyton does not have a lot of townhomes, and they also have a lot of homes on acreage, which can drive the price up. Again, we can help navigate that with you. I would say Colorado Springs would be second most affordable, and then probably Fountain would be the most affordable areas.
Yeah, Fountain, Security, Wideville, and if we're really talking, I mean, Pueblo West, we have a five bed house that is on the market right now, and it's at $275, which is unheard of. You can't find something. I don't want to say you can't, because there's very few of them, but locally in Colorado Springs, you can't find anything for under $300,000 at that price, and it's been fully remodeled. So there's definitely perks of kind of going outside of the city or a little bit further south when it comes to price.
Yep. Update on the drive real quick for you guys that are watching. This is Woodmen. We're coming up towards Black Forest Road. Powers is just going to be after that. Black Forest Road has actually been developed a ton over the past couple years. So if you were to hang a right here, that's going to take you up to the northern part of town. It's kind of like the back way or the shortcut at Powers Boulevard is really busy. But we're actually going to come up a couple more lights, and then we're going to go on Powers Boulevard North. This area right here, starting about right now, and then when we first get onto the Powers area, this is where I would say that you can see most of the congestion around this time. But as you can see, we're probably, 10 cars back from the light. So this is pretty normal traffic for this time of the day.
For sure.
Next question is from someone curious about knowing what it's like buying a home in Colorado Springs as a military family. I would say we'll talk about this one for off-post living specifically. It's great. There's so many military bases. It really just depends on which one you're going to be stationed at, whether you're Army or Space Force or Air Force. But it's great to be in a community, and it's one of our neighbors walks out and he wears his uniform half the time. But it just makes you feel, just cool. like, it's super neat to be in a community where you can go out and see soldiers in their uniforms and know that there's a duty station in Fountain and one on the east side of Colorado Springs. But I would say that you're going to fit right in. There's plenty of military community members, and those who are not in or have not had a spouse that are in totally respect it because it's what they've grown up with their entire lives. And if they're new to the area, then they just respect it even more because they kind of feel like a part of the cool kids club where they get to surround themselves with the military community.
Right. Well, and I think too, I mean, we are very much known for being a military friendly state. And that is because we have so many different military bases. Even outside of Colorado Springs, you have Aurora with Buckley Air Force. Mm-hmm. Yeah, forgot that for a second. But we have bases everywhere. And also the cool thing in Colorado Springs is that because we are so military friendly, you don't feel like an outsider, and you are accepted everywhere that you go. You can go to launch with your uniform on and not feel like that you stand out or anything, and it's very, very highly respected, and so you get respect. I mean, everybody should give everybody respect regardless of a uniform or not, but I feel like it's great. And I love the fact that how much the military bases do for their soldiers. They put on so many events, you guys, and it's open to the public as well, which I love because it allows everybody and all of the communities to kind of be together, and there's no separation. It's really cool. I really like it.
And the other thing that I would say too is that the east side and the south side towards Fountain has developed so much. Like, they have a lot going on, and they have grocery stores now, they have kids activities. So no matter where you're at and where you choose to live, because I'm assuming you want to be fairly close to your duty station, the development that's happened in Colorado Springs and Fountain, even Peyton's kind of far from Fort Carson, but it's still an option for you. But yeah, there's been
Peterson and
Peterson and Shreveport.
They're all, we have tons of military that live in Peyton that are at those bases. So
one of my cameras died, so I'm switching to the manual mode so you guys can see powers. We do it for you.
And if we get into an accident, it's all for our YouTube, you know.
What happened? It's a YouTube thing.
This is Powers Boulevard. Welcome to Powers. We're approaching Powers. The research exit's going to be the first one. I was like, I'm showing them. You don't have to show them. But yeah, this is 3:30 traffic on Powers Boulevard, which is the main access route north and south of Colorado Springs. It can take you, I mean, as far north as, Briar 8 Flying Horse.
Yeah.
And as far south as
Cordera, Wolf Ranch.
Yeah, Cordera and Wolf Ranch are actually coming up right here on the right-hand side.
Which are some of my favorite neighborhoods, too.
Right here off of Research Parkway. You'll see some townhomes, and then you might see some single-family homes.
This is not a question, you guys, but so I'm going to get off topic for a hot minute. But that is a really cool thing, too, is that there's so many different neighborhoods and developments. Like, we just passed Wolf Ranch, and they have townhomes. They have the 3-tiered homes, the ones that are a little bit newer, modern style. They have a little bit older homes, and so there's so many different types of homes that you can get. It's amazing. They have they're right next door is Cordera, and Cordera has a senior living area. It has apartments. It has condos. It has a ton of houses for sale. The Briar Gate area is probably one of my favorite mixture of places.
But this is what you're seeing, guys. Literally, this is traffic at 3:30 going down Powers Boulevard. What I would say is North Academy is a lot more congested, especially because there's a lot of traffic or a lot of construction going on right now. Academy is a lot more congested than Powers is going to be. That's another north-south route through the Colorado Springs area. But this is why we love Powers and being close to Powers, because it can take you anywhere you need to go, and it's not super congested, and there's not a whole lot of construction. I actually can't think of any major constructions that they're doing on Powers at all right now. So this is why we love Powers.
All right, what is our next question?
The next question is going to be similar and same on the military route. So, what is it like living near military bases, whether you're military or not?
I think we kind of answered that.
We sort of answered it, but one thing that I will advise you of, if you live in Fountain, sometimes you'll hear the soldiers sometimes you'll hear the soldiers on Fort Carson training.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll hear some big booms, but that is just artillery. Don't worry about that. They're just doing their thing.
You guys, there's so many times on a neighborhood page, they'll be like, was that a shooting? Was that a shooting? No, it was a military training. And, you know, anytime that we show clients and if we're close to a military base, you'll always hear planes go over, you'll hear loud noises, they do a ton of training. 9 times out of 10 though, they will let us know, let the public know like, hey, we have this massive training going on, just be prepared. So that way you kind of know a little bit about what to expect, but you should just always expect loud noises and planes.
Next question. Question number, let's see, where are we at? Question number 6. Is Colorado Springs pet friendly? Are you kidding me? There are so many things to do outdoors. We were actually just talking to one of our friends. He's a mechanic. He takes his dog Diesel everywhere. And his dog Diesel knows every single store and where they stash the doggy treats and will go there and bark at the people, not in an aggressive manner.
He just sits there.
But he lets them know that he's there so that he can get a treat in every store that he goes to. So is Colorado Springs pet friendly? Heck yes. You can take your dogs hiking, camping, you can take them to the lake, you can take them in the stores. A lot of places have outdoor patio seating where you can bring your dogs. Some places even have it to where you can bring your dogs in the restaurants. That's a little bit more selective, but still totally pet friendly.
Well, and I think that that's what's so cool too, is that I think that we even have a restaurant. We don't take our dogs out, you guys, because they're just little turds.
Yeah, they're psycho.
That we've put them through training, but they're crazy, and we just don't. That's just not our lifestyle. But there are places that are that are pet friendly, to where you can go and enjoy dinner, and your doggy gets a little dinner too, right next to you. And so it's, you know, just like Sean said, with all of the trails and the hikes and then having the stores and restaurants and everything be so inviting for animals. I love it.
I don't know about you guys, but we have pup cups here in Colorado Springs. So when you're going through the drive-through, you just ask them for a pup cup and they'll give them whipped cream or something simple, because your dog deserves a treat too.
I'm pretty sure that that's everywhere. Any Starbucks or...
It is specific to Colorado Springs. We're so special.
Sean is going to tell his own story, but...
All right,
we'll just let him pretend, you guys, but we all know. And like same thing with like Home Depot too. That's really big for training with animals as well, and I'm pretty sure that that's nationwide.
Right.
But we're gonna pretend that it's just for Colorado Springs.
Quick update. Hopefully you guys can see these amazing mountain views. This is going to be Interquest, so we're pretty far north in Colorado Springs at this point in town. There is a ton of development going on. If you watch one of our most recent videos, you would know that this would be the place that I would pick our house up and plop back down if I could choose to move anywhere in Colorado Springs. It is minutes from I-25. As you can see, we just got off Powers Boulevard, so convenience galore. There is a Shields. As you guys know,
there's a huge Life Church.
I work out at Lifetime, and Lifetime is just a few minutes away.
We also have a listing here in this area that is available, so if you are looking to move and you want low maintenance and don't want to have to deal with big yards, let us know, because we have one.
And it's under 500,000.
Woo-woo!
So good news there. But yes, these mountain views are freaking amazing. I love it. Interquest is the spot if you ask me. But real quick, we're gonna have to take a time out. I'm gonna walk you guys around this little community over here because we're pulling up to the house. We gotta show some buyers real quick, but we will be right back to answer the final, what are we at, 3 questions? 4 questions?
I think we have just a few more. So
just a few more.
We'll be right back.
A few moments later.
No. No.
Speaker.
Daddy, chill.
Bada bing. Bada
And
boom.
now we're back.
We're back.
You're never even gonna know that we left.
Nope. But we'll throw some B-roll up just for funsies around the Interquest and Briargate area so that you can see that. But now that we're back to your, what did they say? Your episode? I don't remember what they used to say on TV. Doesn't matter, because question number 7 is, what are the best things to do in and around the Colorado Springs area, which is also a loaded question because of the seasons that we have. If you are an avid mountain biker, you probably will not like January and February. If you are an avid skier, you probably will not like July and August. So it really just depends, but getting out in nature is probably what I would say most people come to the Colorado Springs area for.
I would agree. Even though, as you guys know, I'm not a big hiker, just to be able to go outside whenever you want and have a trail or have a big hike or a little hike. The incline at our back doors is freaking amazing. But even just aside from that, even when you go to restaurants and stuff like that, with our weather, we can go sit out on the patio and enjoy the nice weather when we have it, not when it's raining like it is right now.
Which you'll be able to see, by the way. It is currently raining. It is also 5 o'clock, and we're continuing our drive. We wanted to show you a little bit of the Interquest area. So we are going down Interquest towards all the shopping.
Which are some of my favorite places.
Hopefully you can see the amazing mountain views. But again, it's literally 5:06 p.m. on a Tuesday. People are off of work, and this is what we have to deal with. There's next to no traffic.
Yeah, it's not bad. Traffic is not bad here, you guys. But what was our question? Oh, what do people like, or why do people come here?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah. So if you want to keep going on, the best things to do in and around the Colorado Springs area.
I wouldn't say fine dining is why people come here, but I do love the fact that we have so many different small businesses, and I feel like we probably don't have more small businesses than chains, but it definitely feels like a lot of our restaurants are not a big chain, I would say.
Yeah, which kind of leads into the next question, which was, what are the top pros and cons of the Colorado Springs area? Restaurants has grown a little bit, but I would still say that it's lacking, especially when we travel for real estate stuff and we go to other cities. I mean, it's just so amazing, especially Southern food. It is always so pleasant to go to the South.
You don't realize like how much we don't, like how big of a variety we do not have. Until you do go other places, and then it's a very quick realization of, okay, so Colorado, we need to step up our game.
Okay. But
I'm gonna say that.
We did just recently take some viewers out to where did we start? We started,
we were in
where did we start? Yeah, we started in Castle Rock.
Yeah.
And we took them out to lunch, and they had nothing negative to say about the food. So I guess it's just kind of a toss-up.
I also don't know if they were just being nice.
They could have been. Tell us,
Yeah.
comment below.
You guys just can't be nice, right? Like you can't just be nice to us. You have to give us the real low down dirty like we give you guys. But I wouldn't say it's bad. It just doesn't have a variety.
Yeah, at all. And then, so back to the pros and cons. We'll say variety of food,
In general.
yeah, just food in general is, we'll just say limited. It's growing, but still limited. And then, what would you say your pros are? What would you like? Just number one, top pro. First thing.
Why do you put me on the spot like
First
that?
thing. Go.
What would be yours?
My top pro?
Yeah, I don't want to be the same in
June, July, and August.
Oh, for sure.
I love the summer. I love outdoors. I love everything to do with 90-degree weather, which I know most of you think I'm psycho for, but if it's 90 degrees, I'm happy. Let me rephrase that. I love when I can wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's 75 degrees outside. That's my preference. That's what gets me out of bed super early in the morning. I just like the heat. I don't know why.
And I love the heat as well. I wouldn't say that that's like my top thing, but I do love the fact that we have 4 seasons here in Colorado, because I enjoy the fall. I love being able to see all of the different colors and the leaves change, and the weather too. It's just really crisp. I love winters. I love the way that it makes the mountains beautiful.
Oh, that's my other top favorite thing. Mountain views.
That is going to be mine. You can't say that.
I stole it.
You can't say that. I gave you your opportunity. You didn't say it.
I stole it.
Now he's ruining my thunder, you guys. But I do think that having summer and spring and fall and winter, I think that's a really big plus. But what I was going to say, and my number one would be, is that every day we get to look at mountains. And if you're having a really crappy day, you start driving. First off, you don't really have to.
She likes to block my face. And now that I'm paying attention because we're parked.
You guys don't need to see his face, right?
We're parked now. She keeps blocking.
What was I even saying? Oh, the mountains.
Yes, the mountain views.
To where I do think so, even if you're having like a really crappy day, I talk with my hands a lot. I think that just driving and being able to look at the mountains, and especially when we have a really nice, like the sun's coming up or the sun's going down, it is stunning. You guys, our sunsets are ridiculously nice. They're so beautiful. And to be able to look at mountains kind of everywhere that you go is just a big added perk.
She doesn't know what a sunrise looks like because she may or may not be so active at that early o'clock in the
There's
morning.
been very few times. I tried to start working out at like 5:36. Who does that? That's crazy. But that's not really my thing.
Question number 9. Should you buy or rent when moving to Colorado Springs?
What should you do?
Obviously buy. But
Well,
I know I was going there. It is always dependent on your current situation. Sometimes it is better to rent. Sometimes it is better to buy. But the best way to find out is to reach out to us so that we can walk through those scenarios and see what that looks like. We recently just showed some of our viewers, and they're actually going to rent for a short period of time because they don't know exactly what area they want to live in. They've looked at several different places. They're trying to figure out what's ideal.
and they're not, and that wasn't like an area between like,
Oh, we're talking an hour and a half, 2 hours.
right.
straight.
That's not like Colorado Springs or Peyton. It's really kind of determining, is Colorado Springs in general going to be the landing spot, or is Denver and
Castle Rock.
Elizabeth, is that going to be a landing spot? So we get that. You have to do what's best for you and your situation. But like Sean said, reach out to us. Let's talk through your situation. Let's talk through the scenarios. And then if it makes sense to rent, we can help you kind of figure out what that process would look like, but then also get you on the path to where, in a year you can purchase, or 6 months, or go to a month to month. Like, we got you no matter what.
Yep. And then question number 10. Question number 10 is Colorado Springs good for remote workers? One of my best friends works remote, and I gotta say, I've never been more jealous. This dude can go to, you guys know we like to go to Blackhawk. He likes to go to Blackhawk. He can go there and work. He can go to Denver and work. He can go to the Metallica concert that just happened and work. He can go wherever he wants and work. And you're next to nature, and there's tons of stuff to do. If you can work remote, Colorado Springs is a huge landing spot, especially because I would say that the job market isn't extremely vast in Colorado Springs. So if you do have a job that allows you to work from home or wherever, I would say that that is a huge plus.
Well, and I think too, we don't necessarily have a remote job, but we don't have to be in an office, and it's really nice just to be able to go sit on a patio, or go and take a vacation and still be able to work. We're still gonna video when we're on vacation. We're still gonna answer your guys' questions. We're still gonna help write write offers and all that good stuff. But Colorado in general, I think, is a very, very friendly remote or work from home type thing. And our internet, like, for the most part, internet is pretty damn good, and you have high speed, in pretty much everywhere that you go. Very few places are as a sketch, but.
Yep. So, to conclude, those are the top 10 questions that we are seeing when it comes to living in Colorado Springs. But if you have other questions, comments, concerns, 719-238-1771. You know how to get in touch with us. We're your local real estate experts here around the Colorado Springs area, and we love when you guys send us DMs or texts or calls or whatever it is. So reach out if you have any questions when it comes to moving to Colorado Springs. We pulled up to Atmosphere. Probably can't see it. I don't know if you can or not.
We'll
But
get
I'm
some
going to go eat a bison burger because it's delicious, because we're at the Interquest area, my favorite area in Colorado Springs.
I was going to say, this is probably one of my favorite areas. I think I've said it a few times, but we love Atmosphere. We love Red Sunset Grill. Over there a little bit is the main event and the bowling alley, laser tag.
Expo.
What's the sports store?
Shields.
Oh,
What do
Shields.
you mean? It's the greatest place on earth.
Shields is pretty cool if you're into all of that stuff. It has like a little Ferris wheel, and you have stuff to like get everywhere for every sport. But anyway, this area is amazing and keeps growing and growing and growing. So anyway, we are going to go eat some dinner, but thank you guys for tuning in today. And as always, we are your local real estate agents here to help you, guide you through, and give you a little bit more information about living local here in Colorado Springs.
Bison burger time. Best bartender in town.